From Amateur Radio Newsline Report number 2257, these are the Ham Nation headlines for Wednesday, February 3rd, 2021. An update on the Bouvier Island 3 Yankee 0 India D expedition. All of the teams are pushing to make it happen in 2021.
Paperwork and equipment checks have kept some members of the Rebel DX group occupied since their arrival in Cape Town, South Africa in early 2021. The team writes on the DX News website and their Facebook page, quote, "The Bouvier trip is on track," end quote. They report that they're going forward with a 2021 D expedition in spite of not yet having the full operating budget, noting that they're not applying to any DX foundations or clubs for assistance. Polish D-expeditioner Dom3Z9DX has organised this trip, which is the team's second attempt at the sub-Antarctic island, one of the most coveted DXs on the planet. The expeditioner's first attempt in 2019 was scrapped by the ship's captain after a severe cyclone swept in, damaging the vessel and making a safe landing unlikely. For Amateur Radio Newsline, I'm John Williams, VK4JJW.
Not all organizers of amateur radio events are looking to cancel their plans for 2021. With COVID-19 precautions in place, Europe's major gathering is feeling optimistic about its summer plans.
Mark your calendars for now. A COVID-19 safety and hygiene plan has been drawn up to enable Ham Radio Friedrichshafen to take place between June 25th and 27th in Germany. Details have been released by the organisers and the DARC, who are hoping to avoid the second cancellation of the largest amateur radio convention in Europe. The safety procedures are outlined on the event website and give details about mask and disinfectant use, as well as cleaning, distancing and contact tracing that will be taking place. The procedures also outline other ways to avoid contact, which include the absence of greeting rituals and cashless payment for anything purchased. For a link to an online PDF outlining the precautions, see the printed version of this week's Amateur Radio Newsline script. The information will be updated in the weeks ahead. For Amateur Radio Newsline, I'm Ed Durant, DD5LP.
The Parker probe sent out by NASA has just made a close encounter of the solar kind.
For the first time since last September, NASA's Parker Solar Probe spacecraft made a close approach to the Sun just as solar activity began to kick into high gear. From a distance of 8.4 million miles, or 13.5 million kilometers, the probe made its approach on Sunday, January 17th. There was plenty of data for it to collect, especially with solar cycle 25 now well underway. Last November, the Sun had its first major flare in 3 years. NASA has planned 4 close approaches to the Sun this year, along with 2 flybys of Venus, with the first one happening on February 20th. After that, it's back to the Sun for another close look on April 29th. For Amateur Radio Newsline, I'm Kent Peterson, KC0DGY.
And that's all from the Amateur Radio Newsline, your independent source for amateur radio news for 4 decades and counting at arnewsline.org. With John Williams, VK4JJW, Ed Durant, DD5LP, Kent Peterson, KC0DGY, Karen Eve Murray, KD2GUT at the news desk in New York, and our news team across the globe. I'm Don Wellbanks, AE5DW. 7-3. We'll see you next time here on Ham Nation.